Hey y'all, what's up? You are now tuned in to another episode of Rumorvilletv. Get on in here and sit down, child. Act like you got a little sense. If this is your first time joining us, please hit the like button on your way in. Go and sit down now. If you are returning, I appreciate your viewership. Please hit that like button on your way in here. Go ahead and sit down. If you like my commentary, also subscribe to my channel so that every time I upload, you can be notified and you can meet me right back here. Now let's get into it. If you are unfamiliar with my previous video about Corajakes Coleman, Corajakes now, I do have confirmation that they are actually divorced. So if you do not know what I'm talking about in this particular video, please go back to my previous video. It'll be here. Please go back to my previous video and start from there. Brief recap. Corajakes is being accused of spiritual manipulation and coercion of Michelle Loud's son, Jason. He is now 7. Michelle Loud, according to her, has been actively fighting Cora in court and outside of court since 2016 for physical custody and of her son. Basically, she went to Cora for help, and I'm not speaking about just financial help. She was homeless, she had other children, she was pregnant, and she was going through a lot, and she was depressed, and she went to Cora for help. And allegedly, Cora manipulated her into believing, and I say spiritual manipulation because Michelle was accusing Cora of, having some sort of exorcism, and that evangelist, a woman by the name of Dr. Galena, told her and prophesied to her that Michelle did not have her child for her. She had her child to give to Corajakes and her husband at the time, Brandon Coleman. So that's where we are. Since I've done that video, I have come across a lot of information. All of it, I'm going to say, is alleged, because I won't dare for none of it. I'm reporting on what I've heard. I'm not a journalist. Let's start there. Not a journalist, okay? Around April 20th, there was a warrant issued for Corajakes' husband, Brandon Coleman. And that warrant was for continuous, and so I'm not sure if that's just touching or if that's more. But it says continuous, so that means ongoing, repeated. That's what that says to me. Okay. On April 20th, this warrant was issued. Okay. I'm going to insert some screenshots here. So if you see these screenshots here, this is after April 20th. And he is having contact with his son. If someone is being charged with these charges, one would think that social services would somehow get involved to ensure that the other child in the home hadn't been, done the same way. Am I wrong? I don't know. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. You would think that there would be a case with social services because they would want to know and be sure that these children were safe, especially because these children are adopted children. These are neither Brandon or Cora's biological children. These are adopted children. You would think, social services would step in and want to ensure the safety of both children. At this point, I haven't come across any documents or any reports saying that is the case, that those things are happening. I don't know. The screenshots show, these screenshots are allegedly between Cora and her baby daddy, Brandon Coleman. Well, according to him, he has her listed as baby mom. And this information is all alleged. But if you can see here, she says, can you bring me some guards? Now, I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box. But to me, that says you're talking about cigars. And I'm not talking about the kind you go and smoke in a cigar bar. I'm talking about Rellos, the wraps that you put your in and you roll up so you can. That's what I'm talking about. Which gives Michelle Loud a little more traction in her claims that she wasn't smoking alone. She was actually smoking with you and Brandon. So that gives that claims. Now we can say that, Brandon is in these text messages that Brandon is talking to Cora because she mentions Tugga, which is Jason's nickname. We know that this is Jason's nickname because Dr. Gaylena, in my previous video, if you look at this screenshot here, calls him Tugga. So, now, Brandon was arrested. Now, all this information is some of this information is according to his new girlfriend. I'll put her picture here. Ain't she cute? She cute. But his new girlfriend, who says that Brandon was arrested on April 25th. After these messages right here, where I'm doing this like the picture's gonna be on screen. Get it together. After those messages right there, he was soon after arrested. And he was arrested at the girlfriend's house in her apartment complex. And she alleges that the police were Texas, state marshals, because they have marshals across the vest, but they didn't say U.S. marshals. So I'm assuming that means that they're Texas marshals. And they told her, don't try to help him. These charges are serious. They told her what his charges were. And she told them, she didn't believe it. Because she didn't believe it. He hadn't had any contact with this little girl. And the girlfriend also alleges that the daughter and the son have both been texting and emailing their father. They miss him and they talk to him frequently. This is what the girlfriend is alleging. The girlfriend is alleging that, she didn't know that Cora knew where she lived. So how would the police know where she lived? Yeah. Now, she is saying that Brandon was arrested April 25th. Now, I'm going to post another screenshot right here. This says that he's been incarcerated since May the 4th. So from April 25th to May the 4th, what's going on? Where was he? And why is he... what's the significance of May the 4th? It's kind of strange. So this interview was done with I think his name is Tanique Reviews. I'm gonna post his name here. But he did this interview with Brandon's girlfriend. So no one knew that he had a girlfriend. I wasn't even sure that they were officially divorced, but she says they've been dating around a month and a half at the time of his arrest. I am not saying that he did or did not do the things that he is being charged and accused of. I'm not saying that. But allegedly, he was arrested for truancy. Which is, I'm talking about on April the 25th. He allegedly was arrested for truancy, which was a crime that his brother was actually committing. So I'm not sure that they were trying to say that maybe he was housing his brother or something, and his brother was like skipping school, because his family's actually from Georgia. So I'm not sure if that's what they were alleging. But what I do know is he was not technically charged until May the 4th. He was booked in Ellis County on May the 4th. I don't know where he was before that, but definitely May the 4th. This date says June 10th. What the hell is going on? And what the hell is going on here? It just seems like a lot. Yeah. If you are alleging that your husband or ex-husband touched one of your children, why would you allow access? Why would you give him access to another child? It just doesn't make sense to me. At the very least, social services should be investigating that. If that's the case. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about this that, from the beginning, there's been speculation that, Brandon didn't do the things that he is being accused of. Allegedly, there's been 4 or 5 other men that have been accused of the same thing when it comes to this little girl. And I'm not sure if these accusations are coming from this little girl or if they're coming from someone else. So there's that. Yeah. It gives very much conspiracy theorists. Very much. But with the direction of this story, it's almost easily believable, to be honest. Allegedly, there are people in Dallas who either attend the Potter's house or know of the Potter's house or used to attend the Potter's house, who are saying that before Cora adopted this little girl, her name was Bianca, and her mom and her were illegal immigrants. They came to the church for refuge. If you didn't know, there was a law that said ICE could not deport you if you sought refuge in a church. So that's what a lot of these immigrants did. They sought refuge in church. Allegedly, that is what Bianca, or now Amari's mom, was doing. Allegedly, her mom did not want to give her to Cora, but she was deported. And so I guess it just was abandonment, I'm assuming. I don't know. Or maybe neglect. I don't know what they're going to call that, but how is it abandonment if you are deported? The government deported you. You didn't leave on your own. Again, this is alleged. It's a piece of hair on my tongue, but I don't know. Allegedly, that is what happened. Kind of reminds you of another story, doesn't it? So yeah, it's a lot to unpack with this story. Allegedly, it's a lot of conspiracy theories going around. Some people are saying that this little girl hasn't been seen in the public eye in a long time, several months. Nobody knows exactly where she is. Some people are saying, are all these allegations coming up because maybe this young girl is pregnant, and they're trying to say it's I don't know. I am not sure. Maybe Cora saw that he had moved on and didn't like it and wanted to punish him, so to speak, I guess. I'm not sure. That's allegedly where people are taking it. He wasn't asking for money. He didn't get wasn't asking for any money. His bond is still at $150,000. And he doesn't have, friends or family outside of this girlfriend who he's been with for 2 months. Yeah. So there's that. The girlfriend, you know, she says that, you know, she misses her man and that she stands with him and she doesn't believe these allegations because, you know, from the time that she's known Brandon, he's been asking and, you know, about the daughter, and Cora would tell him, you know, she's out of town with family or what have you. She said she never saw the daughter. Where is social services? That's all I'm saying. Where is social services? It's just a lot. You see, she asked him for $30. Like, it sounds like you trying to get you a sack of weed, sis. I don't know. Look, I don't know. I just wanted to bring you the information that I had because it's very interesting and salacious, and it made me say, you know, what if all this is true? Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's just what I heard. But you know, I be minding my business. So I drink my water, mind my business so my edges can grow. That's the recipe, sis. Now, although I appreciate Cora, you know, drink your water and mind your business, I appreciate that from Cora because that's my motto. I live by it. But I don't live by doing this sketchy stuff, child. It's a lot of sketchy stuff going on at the Potter's house. What is going on at the Potter's house? Jesus, where is the Lord? I don't know. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this story and all these wild accusations that are coming up. Let me know what you think. Do you think Brandon Coleman did the things that he's being accused of or not? Do you think this is a vindictive plot from Cora or maybe the Potter's house to get back at him? You know, several years ago, he had kidney issues. And now he doesn't. He said that he was really sick at one point, and then he wasn't. People are saying that Cora was poisoning him. Allegedly, this is what people say. I don't know. I ain't say that. I said allegedly. I said I heard a rumor. I ain't say that. Don't you do that. So yeah, I don't know. But it's interesting, ain't it? I mean, 30-year-olds don't just have kidney failure randomly out the blue. So something gave you kidney failure. And now something is not giving you kidney failure. Woo, child. What in the true crime is going on? I don't know. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up so I can stay in YouTube's algorithm. Drop down in the comments. We can tussle with words, of course. Share my content. Nobody likes a selfish bitch. Don't be selfish. Share my content. And also subscribe so that every time I upload, you can be notified and you can meet me right back here. And before you know it, we're going to be the best of friends. Until next time.